A Disco Guide. Chapter 1. Disco was officially 1974 to 1979. Disco websites at cali.org/en/arts/music/styles/d/dance/disco. 594.com/files/594z/ddos/ddos.html, disco days. Disco history recounts, clubs, retro music, bands, and fashion. 70disco.com, 70s dance music. Angelfire.com/New Jersey 2/Dana Disco, vintage disco. disco-disco.com. Record labels, remixers, clubs, producers and audio clips for popular and rare disco music of the 70s and 80s. Discomusic.nl, Leon's Disco Classics. ellenmichaels.com, Ellen Michaels. Disco Record Company, Sal Soul Records cover girl. Shadesofseventies.com, Shades of 70s. Disco Classics, High NRG, After Hours music, and early morning selections are covered in MP3 on this salute to this era's music. USA-dance.net, spotlights both current and retro music scenes, with charts, hit picks, and an all-decades dance, disco, and house streaming station. Disco websites at musicamounts.org/styles/rhythm_and_blues/disco. 4disco.4anything.com, 4disco, a directory which focuses on top 40/popular disco like the Bee Gees, ABBA, KC and the Sunshine Band, and the Tramps. Discoaz, AZ Disco, includes information on artists, producers, labels, and clubs. Members.boardhost.com/discoaz, AZ Disco message board, a forum for comments, questions, answers, and general information for fans of disco music. Angelfire.com/md2/pinkone, Boogie Fever, includes midis, dance steps, teen idols, and disco-related links. malcolmradio.com/club poly, club polyester, listen to archived recordings of the radio show featuring hard-to-find 1970s rock, pop, disco, and novelty songs. danceclassics.net, danceclassics.net, dedicated to 1980s disco/funk music. Angelfire.com/retro/disco portal, disco portal, a comprehensive list of links to fan pages, labels, and official artist sites. deepdisco.com, deepdisco.com, an online resource to showcase classic underground disco, funk, house, and dance music. discomagic.org. discomuseum.com, Disco Museum, information about labels, DJs, artists, and club, links, and a disco mausoleum. discomusic.com, listen to real audio disco, house, and dance music from the 70s and 80s, or find information on classic vinyl disco records. discoscot.tripod.com, downtown disco, listen to disco dance music from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. soul-patrol.com/funk/disco1.htm, history of disco, part 1. This article covers the real deal about discos. Disco websites at musicamounts.org/styles/rhythm_and_blues/disco/bands_and_artists. Angelfire.com/band/artist honey, a taste of honey. Fan site includes discography, sound files, photos, and lyrics. Angelfire.com/band/after-hours, after-hours disco band, a disco/funk/oldies band from South California. boogiewonderland.net/index.htm, Boogie Wonderland, a disco tribute band. Site includes a list of upcoming gigs, pictures from past performances, and MP3s. discoexpress.de, Disco Express, live music. discopimps.com/index.html, Disco Pimps, a 1970s disco band. yasonic/LarryLevan.html, Levan, Larry, dedicated to the legendary DJ who, for more than 10 years, held court at the New York nightclub The Paradise Garage. RetroRon.com, RetroRon, Las Vegas-styled disco dance artist. Disco categories at musicamounts.org/styles/rhythm_and_blues/disco/bands_and_artists. ABBA. Army of Lovers. Bee Gees. Boney M. Cameo. Camouflage. Catch C.C. Electric Light Orchestra. Jackson 5. KC and the Sunshine Band. Kendricks, Eddie. Minardo, Miko. White, Barry. Disco websites at bloggers.feedspot.com/disco_music_blogs. 70disconights.blogspot.com. bjornjeffrey.com/category/blog-archive. disco-orchestral.blogspot.com. discoclassic70s.blogspot.com. electrowow.net/tag/new-disco. feelmybicep.com. hotemobiledisco.com/music blog. overfitti.ng-dis.co. sheen-resistance.com/blog. thehouseofdisco.com/blog. Silent Disco websites at bloggers.feedspot.com/silent_disco_blogs. A silent disco or silent rave is an event where people dance to music where they're all listening to wireless headphones. There is no loudspeaker system, music is broadcast via a radio transmitter with the signal being picked up by the dancers wearing headphones. heartbeatsilentdisco.com/blog. ledsilentdiscohire.co.uk/blog. partyheadphones.com/blogs. rentals.quietevents.com/blog. sales.silentdiscoking.com/blog/category/silent-disco-blog.html. silenceactivations.com/blog. silent-disco-rental.com/blog. silentdiscohirewarehouse.com/silent-disco-hire-warehouse-blog. silentpartyusa.com. soundoffexperience.com/blog. thesilentdiscocompany.co.uk/blog. wickedsilentdisco.co.uk/blog. Disco podcasts at podcast.feedspot.com/disco_music_podcasts. media.cloudplay.ro/djdark-p=archive&cat=all. dirtydiscoradio.com/latest-podcasts. disco77.co.uk. oipod.com/pascalcarkvilum.a.m. djpod.com/littlejoe. djterryhaines.podbean.com. friskydisco.podbean.com. futuredisco.podbean.com. hearthis.at/deepdisco-records. mixcloud.com/gonesthdj. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/deep-disco-music/id 14461711429. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/redroom-sessions-electronic-music-podcast-deep/id 14037368555. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/bluesandgrooves-podcast/id 458869347. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/deep-house-episodes/id 342587477. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/dj-dark-deep-sessions/id 959316910. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/disco-data-podcast/id 14931899991. podcasts.apple.com/nl/podcast/dirty-disco-radio/ID 921359051. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/dj-m-a-music/ID 8822200190. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/the-disco-funky-and-soulful-house-sessions/ID 427084084. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/funky-disco-deep-house/ID 737394287. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/dance-music-podcast/ID 534127855. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/lockdown-disco/ID 210837053. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/disco-infiltrators-radio-show/ID 15081928837. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/future-disco-radio/ID 1313461824. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/soultwins-podcast/ID 14806088124. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/gonez-podcast/ID 533800203. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/ID 14490062889. podcasts.apple.com/us/podcast/frisky-disco/ID 15280404117. podomatic.com/podcasts/ja-mescalamera. podomatic.com/podcasts/fmonday. podomatic.com/podcasts/soultwins-podcast. radionewark.co.uk/podcast/70s-soul-funk-in-disco-with-audi-crampton. soundcloud.com/disco-infiltrators. soundcloud.com/redroom-sessions-india. soundcloud.com/toybeats. thefaceradio.com/blues-and-grooves. youtube.com/@redroom-sessions-india 6339.